Hello, everyone. Today we are here gathering as family and friends for a father, a grandfather, and a great grandfather. He was also a great friend and a hard worker in his family and in his career life. Growing up on his own in a rural area of Tennessee to his final resting place in New Buffalo, Michigan, where he leaves behind 3 generations of loved ones to follow him. Today we will hear about who he was, the challenges he faced in his life, and how he conquered them to be a supportive and loving family member that he was for the past 74 years. Ronnie Preston is no longer with us, but he has been with all of us in different times and places of our lives. Ronnie started his life unbeknownst to him that he would eventually meet everyone in this building. On August 24th, 1947, in Oneida, Tennessee, Ronnie Preston was born the son of Elmer and Edith Preston. His father Elmer worked with Edith's father Harold at a lumber mill to support his family. Ronnie was the sixth-born child of 5 older sisters: Wanda, Thelma, Dixie, Lenny, and Ruth. Ronnie's mother died and passed away when he was 3 years old, and his father had to put the children in an orphanage. After 10 years in an orphanage and growing into a young man that can take care of himself, Ronnie left the orphanage to begin his own life. Ronnie worked in different crop fields in Tennessee until he was about 18 years old, and then he moved to northern Indiana. When Ronnie moved to northern Indiana, he met the love of his life. Ronnie married his wife Margie Davis on May 21st, 1970. In the 1970s, they had 2 children together, Mitchell and Julie Preston. Ronnie was also a lifelong male role model for Margie's other 5 children, Doug, Carrie, Billy, Annette, and Roy. He also loved many of his grandchildren and his great-grandchildren. Ronnie worked as a foundry factory supervisor at Independent Steel Castings in New Buffalo, Michigan for 30 years. His wife Margie also worked there, along with his son Mitchell. He made numerous close acquaintances at Independent Steel that he continued to stay connected with for years after he left. Ronnie stopped working at Independent Steel in 1999 due to his wife developing lung cancer, and Ronnie developed throat cancer. Ronnie's wife Margie passed away on January 5th, 2000. That same year, Ronnie became a throat cancer survivor. Not long after becoming healthy, Ronnie was a devoted member of the American Legion Post 169. Ronnie loved to stay busy. He loved to hunt, fish, and he loved doing the dishes. On Fridays, he would cook for the Friday night fish fry at the American Legion. His time at home was spent being a loving grandfather. He loved to watch Western movies and Monday Night Raw. Ronnie is no longer with us in this world, but we still remember him as a great grandfather, a father, and a great role model and a great friend. Ronnie turned his life from an orphanage into a bountiful life with numerous loved ones around him. He was a devoted husband, father, and grandfather. After battling cancer and the death of his wife, he lived a long and healthy 21 more years. Ronnie helped his children, his grandson, and his great-grandchildren prosper in the last 21 years of his life, and he was always striving for himself and others around him to be strong. He was an example of how to make it through the many obstacles of life and always having a smile. On behalf of everyone here and myself, we want to say, we love you, Papa. Amen. God bless.